Alright, now that it is processed, we can talk about NXT last night. That was top tier, quality, unhinged pro wrestling that I have seen. I'm gonna be real with you. This is the first time I've seen some unhinged shit like this. We talk about my man Booker and the way he almost had a heart attack when Sexy Red came out. This man, high blood pressure was up there.
Sexy Red has arrived. Her hair did. Bills paid. The new album in Sexy We Trust dropped last Friday.
Did you see her hands on your knees? Can I see it again? Oh, just one more time, Sexy Red. Come on. Oh, my God. Damn.
You really better have your blood pressure medication this week.
So she ends up making an announcement that she is the host of Battleground, which I'm just like, bro, what? I don't know who got Sean tapped into the culture, and I'm talking about whatever source he is pulling from. He is pulling from a good fucking vein, because the amount of black activity last night, absolutely insane. The N in NXT stands for who?
What's that name we what's that thing we call him? It's on the tip of my tongue. It begins with an
Should
N.
I? Give it to him.
My dudes, NXT was so much black activity last night. I thought I was watching UPN. You know, the CW used to be UPN, right? And that's exactly where NXT is going back to. And I swear this man knows exactly what he's doing, because everything was so perfectly planted and it was such a timely paced show, and it just did not stop.
Get it sexy, get it sexy, get it sexy, get it sexy. Boy, you know this ass super fat. Fuck me good, I'm throwing that shit back. He wanna kiss me all over my tag.
And then Vic Joseph, you didn't make it any better, talking about if Booker stood up, the whole table will tilt over. Bro, what do you mean by this? What do you mean? That's nasty work right there. We just gotta make sure that Booker T takes his blood pressure medicine before Battleground, because I thought this man was about to have an aneurysm. Oh yeah, man. Yes. Next thing you know, Pretty Deadly gets brought back to NXT, and they come up to NLE Choppa. If I was a bad bitch, I wanna fuck me too. Me too. If I was a bad bitch, I wanna fuck me too. Now, besides all of this, Jordynne Grace from TNA has made her presence felt in NXT and challenged Roxanne Perez for the NXT World Women's Heavyweight Championship. Now, listen. Jordynne Grace, how the fuck were you able to get Jordynne Grace on NXT? That's an amazing feat, for one. Second of all, does Joe Hendry come behind that? Can we get a full Rascals reunion? Can you sign the Rascals? I don't know. There's just so many things that are going on and so many questions that I have about this crossover. And it's like, they talked about it a little bit earlier this year, but like there was never really full details of what pertains to this partnership. Where are we going with this partnership? And I believe Anthem is under Endeavor, right? I gotta fact check that. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. So eventually the meetup was gonna happen. I just really hope they don't fuck over TNA, because that is such a damn good brand, and just I love it so much. Well, anywho, Jordynne Grace, apparently she told Grisham that she was gonna go and get some milk, and she just popped up at NXT last night. But though, to be honest, she said she had to go grab some gold, and then she was getting some milk and then coming home. So you know what, that milk run might be a little long.
Shake your dress, shake your dress, shake your dress. Shake your dress, shake your dress, shake your dress.
Another thing, can we get Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali go at it for the X Division title, since, you know, we're just doing crossovers and shit? Can we get like a Worlds Collide, like NXT versus TNA? Kind of like how y'all did with NXT versus NXT UK. That was really good, though. I enjoyed that. And then Ethan Page just shut that shit the fuck down at the end of the night with his appearance, and he's been very quiet. I haven't heard any reports or news or nothing about Ethan Page, and I think those are the best reveals, the ones you don't see coming and the ones you don't know. Yeah, he definitely stole air from that room. We was what? Because I couldn't see his first face at first when he slid in that ring and just started going ham. But like, man, oh man, last night was a fucking fever dream, guys. Last night was such a fever dream. That was probably one of the best episodes of NXT I've seen in a while. And big shout out to Sean Hickenbottom. I'm not calling you Michaels because I'm still upset with you about Sexy Red, but Sean Hickenbottom, big ups for entirely cooking that show. That wasn't even you catered to that show. You had a whole team full of motherfuckers that was in that kitchen cooking and ghostwriters, and y'all just out here whipping, just whipping.
Get it sexy, get it sexy, get it sexy, get it sexy. Boy, you know this ass super fat.
10-10. NXT last night gets a 10-10, and if you haven't watched NXT, you missed one of the consistent pro wrestling shows weekly. Like, NXT and TNA are the top two most consistent wrestling promotions right now. But as always, I want to hear what you guys think. Stitch, comment, duet, follow for more. You guys know the drill. And I know I was probably out of pocket with those video clips, but you know what? It's unhinged, and we're just going to make the best of it because that's just who I am, and that's just what I do. And you know what? You love me for it.